Hi, I'm Sheila, and this is my channel, Mrs. Stitches. It's a channel about cross-stitching, life, and just whatever I can think of. So today is October 7th, 2021. Yay, we're into October. So I got today, I have one finish for now, two starts, and I think probably 4 whips, and I got one piece of haul. And I had a contest in my last episode, and either people didn't watch it long enough or weren't interested. I only had 2 people comment, and one of them was my husband. So, and he thought, well, it could be a stocking stuffer for you. So that was kind of funny. So I'm going to just carry it on for another 2 weeks and just see if I get any more comments. So I'm going to do this at the start just in case I don't get people watching all the way to the end. So I said it was a freebie. Really, it actually was a gift with a project bag I bought last winter. And so this is the pattern and the giveaway, and it was a gift in my project bag from Stitch Toolbox, and it's a pattern done by Stitchin, designed by Anna Collado, and it's 100 by 60 stitches, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors, and it is called Christmas Treats. So if you're interested in winning this, please comment below. Please subscribe. You don't have to like the video, but if you do, that'd be really nice. And just use the words either chicken hawk or CH or hawk. Any one of those will work. That's what the video was about last week. So that's my first giveaway. Okay, so now I will get right away into the stitching, and then at the end I'm going to add the life updates. There's not a lot, so I'm going to try and keep this around 30 minutes. That's sort of my goal always. And so first I will start with my finish. So this is my finish. It's Elizabeth Aldesi. This was a stitch along that was started by Betsy Klager, and so you should be watching her if you're not. And it was called #StupidToMarcel. And so this is Elizabeth Aldesi, and essentially it's a very small sampler. If you watched my first video, you would have found out that I messed up in where I started. I thought I was starting the center of the fabric, but I wasn't starting the center of the pattern. And so everything was shifted up. So to make this kind of fit, I moved 3 rows of the border down, or at least 2 rows, this row here and this row here. And then I just decided to add this. It's a quote from, I believe, James Joyce. I just Googled quotes on mistakes and came up with this. And it says, mistakes are the portals to discovery. And then I looked up portholes, and I put a porthole in there and a door, thinking those would be representative of portals. So kind of sort of something I live by, making mistakes and just working them into the project. The next are my 2 starts, and one start is a finish for now. So I got a temperature tree started for January next year of 2022. So I decided to get the tree all done. And so this is my temperature tree already. There are some mistakes in it. We'll see how it works out if the leaves still fit in, but that's my temperature tree. It's a finish for now. That was fun. I really enjoyed that. And my husband's come up with some great ideas that to do like a border around afterwards. And right now I'm afraid to cut any fabrics because I make so many mistakes. So I thought this was a really good piece of fabric just to start in the middle and work it around. So I might do a border around like for another year as a temperature border with different colors, just diamonds or some kind of shape. I also bought the temperature garden, so I might include the temperature garden in one year. So lots of ideas, and we'll just see how that one evolves. next is my other new start, and this, I can't remember who I was watching that I actually saw doing this, but it's oh, I should remember. I'm gonna try to put in below who this is. I think it's Story Stitchers, and they have a Facebook group and also a blog site, and it's a free stitch along. And what she's doing is she released the border in early September. I didn't start till October 1st when I first saw the first square come out. There's 31 squares, so each day one square is released. So it's Nightmare Before Christmas stitch along. And so the first square was this one here, and oh, I just fell in love with that one. So that's Jack, I believe, and then a pumpkin, and then the dog, and then there's a scary wreath over here, a duck, scary duck. Today's was the witch, and that was some kind of robot. So I'll just bring this in a little closer. I did take a picture, so I'll include a picture too. So I still have, this is all like a house or a group of houses in silhouette. It's gorgeous. So I still have to do all that. So I'm kind of working on that at night and kind of making progress on that. So now my whips. I'm gonna try to include pictures from before. I got space there, so hopefully I can put the pictures in there before. I think I can do it. I've been really trying to improve each video, and so I've been working hard at, I spent a lot of time trying to find a video editor when one was on my computer all along, figured out how to splice, so that's where the intro came in. Now I got that to splice in and kind of just progress, little bit by little bit, or as I like to say, slowgress. So I've always believed in little step by step. You don't have to do it all in one overwhelming step. You just do it little bit by little bit by little bit. Okay, so works in progress. I worked a bit on pandemic. I finally broke down and bought more of the same color, so I'm going to have more color, more consistent color. It'll just be easier. So I was having a hard time matching from stash, but that's what I think I worked on. Worked on some down here, and I worked on some up over here, and just everything seems to be matching up. Knock wood. So just carrying on. That's sort of one of the ones when I need to get lots of stitches in the night. It's a good one to work on. Haven't put much into this. This is Mary Harry, which I'm going to rename when Haney met Harry. But I've done a couple of acorns, and I've done a little bit on the inside border. So not tons of progress on that one. And then the next is just my big Overcove. So let's see if I can hold this up. I still haven't torn out the stitches I got to tear out. I worked a bit on the sky and a bit more around the boat, which is standing out. And right now I've been trying to work on this area here, the rocks in the road, and oh, it's so confetti heavy. It takes a while. So I just kind of been working on other things. We've been doing a bit of traveling and stuff, so just having fun. So right now I'm obsessed with the Nightmare Before, or they call it NBC sale. Nightmare Before Christmas sale. Each square is 441 stitches, which works great with my 1,000 stitches a day. I can just sit there, and I got almost half done. And then I wanted to finish that temperature tree before the video, so I've been really plugging away at that. So super pleased with that. And before that, finished Elizabeth Aldesi. So now I'll get back on Overcove and try to work my way through it, especially if we're not traveling. So that's my stitching. I'll show you a little bit of haul I got. So I think it's really funny. When I made my video last time, I said I was still waiting for something to come in the mail, and lo and behold, that day, I think, or the next day. I went to the mailbox and there it was. And so what this was it was some fabric that I got from one of Michelle Bendy Stitchy's auctions, or her what do you call it? A de-stash auction. And so this is Dixie Sampler hand dyed fabrics. It's a 36 count, and it is called Denim Days is the color. And I think it's going to fit. I think I measured it and I think it's perfectly fine for Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. So I've ordered the pattern and it's on its way. So it's actually gotten through customs. So it should be here soon, I think. So next time I will have some more haul to show you. But that is my goal, to start this, and she doesn't know it, but the Hooga Stitcher, I'm going to be doing a bit of a stitch along with her. So she's already working on it, and she's the one that kind of inspired me to want to do it too. So I just needed to find the fabric, and now I gonna have the pattern, and then I'm just gonna have to start pulling the flosses and finding the flosses. So that's my next project. I'm not sure if I'll start this or when I'll start this, but it will be started probably before the end of this month. Like I said, right now I'm so focused on the NBC Nightmare Before Christmas sale. That's what I've been just going gung-ho on. Okay, so that's the stitching portion. That's only 12 minutes. So hopefully some of you will stick around for, well, the next bit is sort of like a haul. So my husband and I went to an auction. We've had some good luck with auctions sometimes. And that was when I started the temperature tree. And it was outside. I was sitting outside and just stitching away and working on my temperature tree. And there were a few items I kind of wanted, not a lot. I got like a big box of books for $1. I actually got 2 big boxes of books for $1 each. Ended up being 72 books, and so far they're great books. They're mostly science fiction, so obviously you have to like science fiction. And I'm already starting to work my way through them on the first book. Yay! But it's that I think I now have enough books to last me the rest of my life, I think, almost, because I already have a big collection of books. So the other thing we bought at the last minute was they had some frames. And so I got 4 frames for $1. One frame is this one here, and it's just a photo. This is in Nova Scotia. It's called Bredor Lake, and it's up in Cape Breton. So it's just a photo. So I'm going to probably use this frame for sure. And then the next one ended up being, it's a picture of the Northern Lights, or Aurora Borealis. And if you look at the very corner here, it's actually it's not focusing in, I don't think. It's a numbered print. We can't read the photographer's name or writing. I spent probably an hour searching, trying to figure out. So I don't think I'm going to use this frame. I think I'm just going to hang this up behind me. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then the reason I actually bid on these, the fact also there being $1, it was right at the end of the auction. Most people were already leaving. It was really funny because my husband was, John, was going in to pay for the stuff that we already had. And when he said $1, I raised my hand and he said our bid number, or our auction number. And my husband's like, no, I didn't bid on that. And I'm like, yeah, I did. So it was these. So these frames are really big. And what I thought they were going to work for is All Hallows Eve, which is long and skinny. And so I figured I can actually do it that way. And it will fit, I'm pretty sure. I might have to find a little bit of matting, but so I got 2 of these. There's this one here, this little boy blue. which I think I'm going to keep that one. That one kind of makes me giggle. And this one here, which is a pink girl. So if you guys have opinions, I'm going to just hold these up. I'd love to get some comments. So I want to cover up one of these with All Hallows Eve. Which one should I cover up? The boy or the girl? Which one should I keep? Boy or girl? Either way, don't worry, you won't be sent any gift. I'm just kind of curious what you guys think. Which one should I keep? Oh, I was going to show you some previous finishes. Just one moment, it's over here. So, this is a previous finish that I did. I think this is probably maybe the 4th cross stitch that I started. And I decided I was going to make something for John. Originally it was going to be for Christmas. Then it became his birthday. Then it became the next Christmas. And it finally happened on the next birthday. So it took me about a year and a half to make. I think I started it in like around this time of the year, and first Christmas was, so it was a kit. And we like to go to auctions. And so this was it. The sign here says auction today. And he always wanted to get a tractor. So he's always thinking of buying a tractor and really likes the old style tractors. So I just thought it was fun. I don't know how I ever saw it. I'm pretty sure it's out of print. It was a Janelin, which I'm not sure are copies, or it was a poor made kit. Some of the colors weren't at all like what it looked like on the picture. And I think I even ran out of some colors, but I found some in my stash. But a lot of back stitching all the way through the barn. All of that's back stitched in there. But I love it. I love it. I've done a poor job on making the pillow. It's kind of fallen apart. So I need to redo the pillow. And I use this a lot as even though it's a gift for him, I ended up using it a lot, and it needs a good washing. So I'm probably going to take that apart and redo the finishing on that. So the life update is, speaking of my husband, we just had our 5th anniversary. Yay! So we went away to this place. It's called Sissy River, and they had glamping style. So it was this big, huge dome, and it was called Sissy River Retreat. They just started up, and it's funny because it's sort of inspiring quietness, peacefulness, and calm. But it was just a little ways away from maybe a highway and a busy road. So we actually could hear what sounded to me like always like a plane or a helicopter. And when we came home, we only stayed one night, and we come home the next day. I'm like in our bedroom, and at night we got the windows open because it's really beautiful weather here right now, and we haven't had much wind at all. And it's silent. And it's just so funny to go away to a retreat that is actually noisier than where we live. It was a neat experience. The dome was kind of a cool place and we were away from our pets for half a day. And so we had a nice little time just, playing some fun little games, some board games, and some outdoor games, like, and playing with Siri. We don't have, no, it was Alexis. We were playing with Alexis. So we don't have that here. And so we were just constantly asking Alexis all sorts of different things and probably driving her crazy. So the other updates is I got my crown. So I'm really pleased about that. About 2 days ago, we went down to Yarmouth, and I got my eyes checked out the first time in 10 years. So then I went and ordered new glasses, and I got 2 pairs, and my prescriptions changed just a little bit in one eye. So excited to get new glasses and to be able to see maybe a bit better. That's going to be awesome. So that'll be fun haul. Although when I stitch, I never wear my glasses. So I'm always going like this to stitch, and kind of often have my glasses on my head, and then I take it out. It's caught my hair like that and pulls the hair. So it's kind of, oh, the other thing, speaking of hair, is I got my hair cut. And it's not that you ever notice because I always have my hair up, but it's just a little short little cut. And oh, that looks awful. I might cut that out. So anyways, it was kind of just a nice little fun to get my hair cut. Both my husband and I would get our hair cut about once a year. So it's just not that it's super cheap here. So $20 for a haircut is just, it's unbelievable compared to cities and such. Let's see. Oh, funny little story. When we went to the auction, we were gone. We left like at, oh, I got funny little things. We left at, I think around 6:30 in the morning, and we didn't get home till about 7 p.m. So we're gone solid 12 hours. And, you know, we left when it was dark out, and we come home, and always our dog, of course, would be very excited to see us and wants to go out, which is fine. She's really good. She never has any accidents or anything. She's a brilliant dog. She's just so good. And so we come home and we open the door, and her name's Olive, and she's not there to greet us. And so then we think, well, maybe she's sleeping somewhere. And we go, Olive, Olive, and we look around, and she's nowhere downstairs. And John immediately says maybe she's upstairs, because she's been lately having a little bit of separation anxiety. And even though she hates stairs and hates the hardwood floors, she's often been going up to the landing and sleeping at the landing when we're up in the bedroom, or sometimes she'll come all the way upstairs. So he went up and he looked, and she wasn't upstairs, and now the heart is in the throat, and we're starting to panic. When we left that morning, he had forgotten one thing and had gone back in for one thing. Little did I know, it was actually setting up a big happy anniversary signs to me. And then we had left. And so possibly she snuck out. We didn't think so. So we're thinking, well, because the door was locked, so nobody came in and stole our dog. And so we think she's not in the house. And so he goes outside and he starts yelling Olive all over the place. Now I come back in and I start thinking, okay, I'm going to look a little bit more thoroughly throughout the house. So my first thought was maybe she passed away and was somewhere. And that's why she wasn't responding. She's old, but she's not sick. So that would have been something strange. So I start looking everywhere in the house, and I look out on we have a sun deck, but it was shut, so there's no reason So then I go upstairs, and I just start to get upstairs. And at this point, we're both yelling Olive a lot, and I heard her call her, and it turned out she went into the bedroom. So the doors open inward, but we have the windows open. And so she went into our bedroom, and then when she tried to get out, the door was closed on her. She probably had a really lovely time and slept on our bed and quite enjoyed herself. Oh, it was such a relief to see her. So we now are making sure the doors are shut. They're kind of funny shut doors, because you have to really pull them to latch them shut. Our house is, I think, around 130 years old. And it is so moist here. Everything warps a little bit. So sometimes the doors shut better than they do other times of the year. But it's, yeah, that was quite the panic session. But everybody was safe and sound, and we learned a lesson. You know, if we want to be careful, we make sure the doors are shut. So that was good. Anything else? I'm sure I'm going to remember some other things. I'm actually quick today. Wow, it's only been 24 minutes. I started running again. I just ran yesterday, killed my knee, but I'm okay. I'm barely running. I only did like a 3K loop. I just finished, I had done one of those, the Conqueror challenges. They're online. sort of virtual challenges. I just finished one, Camino de Santiago. And so I was inspired after finishing that. And we have had gorgeous weather here. It's just been incredible. I think here in particular, September, October, November, maybe even December are some of our best months. So yeah, so I just felt inspired, and I just went out and just big, huge lap around. We call it the zombie lap. I don't know if anybody's ever seen World War Z, the movie. Supposedly at the end, I haven't watched it all. I got the book, and I should read the book. Supposedly at the end of the movie, they're trying to go to Freeport, because Freeport, Nova Scotia is the last zombie-free zone. So for a while, our local little grocery store or convenience store was selling t-shirts that said, and I'll actually, I don't think I can get the t-shirt. Hold on a second. So this is the t-shirt. And as you can say, it says Zombie Free Zone, Freeport, Nova Scotia. Pretty hokey, but it's fun. So we ended up, when we first moved here, there was a big, huge block we could do. And essentially it's 2 miles or 3.2K. And it goes all along a road called Water Street, and then through the downtown. Our downtown is just one convenience store. I don't know if you remember, our town is around a population of 200. And then we come up to, I would call almost the main drag, Overcove Road, but well, there's also a highway. So, and then we go along the highway back to our house. So it's a 3.2K loop. So that's what I ran. And we ended up, my husband, not this year, but the year before, he called it the Zombie Lap. And he made a plan to do it 1,000 laps in the year. And he did do that. He finished it, I think, in October or November. So that was pretty cool. So anyways, I thought I would run and see how many laps I can do the zombie lap. And that's just kind of fun. So started running again. We'll see how long it goes. Sometimes it hurts my knees. Sometimes it makes my knees better because it makes them stronger. So right now the weather's just too perfect to not be running or not feel inspired. But I often go through kicks where I'm inspired and then I'm not. And it all depends. I mean, cross stitches first. So I got to get my 1,000 stitches in a day. So that's the priority. I got pumpkins that are ready. I should mention plans. So again, I'm going to probably film. I'm still trying to keep to every 2 weeks. Oh, and I should have said this off the start. Thank you for the new subscribers. I think I got 34 subscribers. That was from 20 last time. How exciting. Thank you, everybody. That's awesome. I so appreciate it. Now just hopefully I'll start getting some comments, but I'm just thrilled to actually have subscribers. That's really great. And it's growing at a nice steady level and slow, because slowgress. Coming up, I believe it's October 22nd to 24th. I think that's the dates. 24 hours of cross stitch. And so I will be doing 24 hours of cross stitch. So I'm going to try and film a little bit, but I might just include some clips, a few clips in the next video of that, maybe when I'm like at the 24th hour or something. Or so hopefully, usually progress wise, it's surprising how little stitches you get done in 24 hours. Maybe conversely, it's surprising how many hours I spend every day stitching, because I probably are spending about 8 hours a day stitching, if not 10 hours. 24 hours cross stitch, I usually get around 3,300 stitches, 3,500 thereabouts. So anyways, I'm going to be doing that coming up. I usually like to just do it on the Friday. And the first time I did it, I started at just after midnight on the Friday. And then I tried another one where I started when I got up on Friday and then finished the following morning on Saturday. I'm thinking I'm going to do the midnight to midnight, because it doesn't disrupt my sleep patterns as much. So, and it's kind of, that was the first one I did was a year ago of this one. So that's my plans. Other than that, I'm gonna keep with the Nightmare Before Christmas sale all the way to the end of the month, obviously, and hopefully in 2 weeks or so I'll finish the outside part, the house, the border. And then keep working on over COVID and pandemic. I'll probably do a different project. I probably have about 5 or 10 other cells that I haven't showed, or not cells, whips that I have stashed away. So I'm going to be pulling up one of those. I'll make a starting photo, or I'll take a starting photo. I'll try to do that right after that. And I'm going to be probably working on that for all of the 24 hours of cross stitching. So that's my plans. Are pretty loose. And then of course Halloween's coming up. So this will be done. Today's the 7th and 14 days is 21. Ooh, that's right before the 24 hours cross stitching. So erase all that. Hopefully I'll see you right before the 24 hours cross stitching. So there you go. I'm just a fool, but that's okay. That's me. So, and mistakes are portals of discovery. So take care, everyone, and hopefully I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing. Bye.